Hello, you are watching Shalom World News. I'm Rory McLennan coming to you from Glasgow, Scotland. This is the second of Shalom World News' bulletins covering Pope Francis's Apostolic Visit to Malta. The Holy Father Pope Francis began the second day of his apostolic visit to Malta by visiting the grotto where St. Paul resided for 3 months in 60 AD when he was shipwrecked on the island. On Sunday, April the 3rd, the Pontiff visited the sacred grotto that can be accessed through the Basilica of St. Paul in Rabat. He was accompanied by Cardinal Mario Grech, Secretary-General of the Synod of Bishops, ecclesiastical dignitaries and the canons of the Basilica. After spending a few moments in prayer, the Pope lit a votive lamp modelled after a sailing ship and recited a short prayer to St. Paul, recalling the islanders' humanity to those in need. Afterwards, he signed a book of honour in which he wrote, "In this sacred place which remembers St. Paul, I thank the Lord, and I pray that he will always grant the Maltese the spirit of consolation and the ardour of the announcement." While leaving the Basilica, the Pope comforted the sick and elderly and blessed children and babies. On Sunday, more than 15,000 believers took part in the Holy Mass offered by Pope Francis at the Granaries in Floriana. The Holy Mass was offered on a special altar that was cruciform in pattern. Rather than being adorned with flowers, herbs and shrubs of Mediterranean nations were used to decorate the altar and sanctuary. Concelebrating with the Holy Father were Cardinal Mario Grech, Secretary-General of the Synod of Bishops, Archbishop Charles Scicluna and Bishop of Gozo Anton Teuma, along with hundreds of other priests vested in purple chasubles. The Mass in Italian had hymns and chants in Latin and in English. The prayer of the faithful was done in English, Arabic, Maltese, Italian, Tagalog, and the South Indian language Malayalam. In his homily, the Pontiff said those who believe they are defending the faith, but point the finger at others, do not carry the spirit of the gospel, as they forget mercy, which is the heart of God. Before concluding his Holy Mass at the Granaries of Floriana on Sunday amid a multitude of believers, Pope Francis spared some time to give a special message to young people, saying the future of the Church rests with the youth. He told young believers that the most beautiful thing in life is the joy of giving ourselves completely in love, adding that joy has a name, and that name is Jesus. He wished young believers to be able to discover the beauty of falling in love with Jesus, the God of mercy. The Pontiff urged young believers not to forget their roots and to move ahead with Jesus in faith, along with the family and the people of God. He concluded by asking young believers to join him in prayer for peace in Ukraine, which is still under bombardment. On the final day of his historic apostolic visit to Malta, Pope Francis addressed nearly 200 refugees gathered at the John the 23rd Peace Lab Centre, Hal Far. The Holy Father reiterated what he said on the island of Lesbos in Greece during his visit last year. The Pontiff said, "I am here to tell you that I am close to you. I'm here to see your faces, to look you in the eyes." Pope Francis recalled his encounter with the refugees in Lampedusa soon after his ascension to the papacy, emphasising that they are always close to his heart and he always remembers them in his prayers. Referring to his apostolic visit motto, "They showed us unusual kindness," taken from Acts 28:2, he urged the Maltese people to treat those who land on the country's shores in the same way and to create a safe haven for them. The Holy Father then told migrants and refugees that they are not numbers, but people in flesh and blood, faces, dreams that are sometimes broken. Since its establishment in 1971, the John the 23rd Peace Lab has become a beacon of hope and justice for the needy. It also provides various services for the people, including medical and educational assistance. After his interaction with refugees and migrants at the John the 23rd Peace Lab in Hal Far, the Holy Father Pope Francis headed straight to the international airport on Sunday evening, where he was accorded a warm and solemn farewell ceremony. At the terminal, he held a brief tete-a-tete with President of the Republic George Vella, who was accompanied by First Lady Miriam Vella. After exchanging pleasantries, the President and the First Lady escorted the Holy Father on the red carpet to the tarmac, where he received a ceremonial guard of honour, while the military band played the national anthems of the Vatican and Malta. The Holy Father then bid farewell to Prime Minister Robert Abella and his spouse Lydia Abella, Maltese prelates, the Apostolic Nuncio to Malta, officials of the Nunciature, military top brass and other government dignitaries before boarding the Maltese national carrier through a special elevator. He then blessed those who had gathered on the tarmac before bidding goodbye to the luminous land evangelized by St. Paul the Apostle at the end of his 2-day visit. And those are your latest headlines. Do join us again tomorrow for more. You can also visit swnews.org for more updates. Shalom.